Hi everybody, welcome back to DayZ, and in this video, with a big thanks to Wastelander, I'm going to show you how you can add snow and snowstorms and frozen food and drink to your Chernarus or Livonia community server for PC and console, Xbox and PlayStation. And also I'll link you to the file that shows you how to add Don Sibleys snow effect. So the thing to remember is this only goes live when 1.6 goes live. At the time of recording this video, that will be on the 15th of October, so next week for me. If we go over here, what you should be able to see is all the food is frozen. I don't know if they've... Yeah, I tell you, that is an unusual thing about cooking pots, actually. I don't know... Is the cooking pot frozen? No, the cooking pot's cold. It does seem that if you add water to a cooking pot, it takes an awful long time to freeze, if it does at all. And things like that hen is cold but hasn't frozen yet. So it's mainly sort of tinned and bottled food and drinks. And as you can see, here we go. So the files we're going to be working with to get the frozen effect and to add the snow is cfgweather.xml and our cfggameplay.xml. It's very effective, isn't it? And I love the snow effect as well. In fact, tell you what, let's just do a quick free cam. And so you can kind of, if we go up in the air, look how cool this looks. Now I know you can't do the free cam effect on console, and when you do start going up, you do kind of get an idea of the grid pattern, how it's made. But when you're on the ground, there we go. Let's come out of here. Ooh, if we go the right way, it all looks very cool indeed. Okay, so let's have a look. Now, if you want to install the snow on the floor, you go over to this video here that I've done, how to install Don Sibleys Winter Chernarus and Livonia on DayZ console server. Now, it may be that with Sakhal coming out, we've got some better snow textures. And if that does happen, I do remember, I'll link to that as well. If you want to add the Snowfall to your server, you can use the cfgweather.xml config file, and I've made a quick GitHub repository for it. The link to that will be in the description below this video, and also there's a mega link as well in case either of them aren't working. And so to get a hold of the cfgweather.xml file, you just click on the code button, click on download zip, and then the README has some instruction. Now, do bear in mind, when you do change cfgweather.xml to something else, sometimes it can be very difficult to revert it back to normal weather. I've had trouble before where I've added extreme weather to my server with sort of storms and lightning and heavy rain, and lots of fog. And even when putting the vanilla weather files back on, it hasn't gone back to normal without a wipe. So just bear that in mind, and that might be a problem. In the files that you'll download, you'll find the CFG weather and the CFG weather back and the README. The README's got the instructions. The CFG weather, that's the one with the snow in it, and the CFG weather back, that is a 1.25 vanilla CFG weather file. So if you get rid of the back and upload that up, you should go back to normal weather. So to install it, all you need to do on your server, and I've just used my PC local server as an example, but you go into your missions folder, you go into DayZ and this is where CFG weather lives. So you would just upload that. If you're on Nitrado, upload it via the web interface, restart your server, and then that weather will sort of start to kick in. Now, to make things freeze, we need to make it colder on our server, and that's handled by our cfggameplay.json. So if we open this one up, again, you can download this from your Nitrado server. And what you're looking for is, if you scroll down, you're looking for the environment min temps and environment max temps. And all I've done on this test server is just change everything to -5. The way that it works is you've actually got January, February, March, April, May through the year, and you'll probably see that in the middle these figures are warmer than at the sort of in January and December. So the idea is that you have proper weather, and also you have a maximum temperature on a server when you're at low altitude, so say by the coast during the day, and then you have a minimum temperature when you're at high altitude, say northwest Chernarus, at night. So you have this variation in weather that changes throughout the day. But put it all to -5, and pretty soon all the food and drink will freeze on your server and your characters will be very, very cold. In fact, they're so cold that even with the highest level of insulation clothes, you'll still need to have the heat buff. So survivors will still need to go along and make sure that they're standing next to a fire for a few minutes to get the little pluses next to the temperature. If you're new to all this, remember that your cfggameplay.json must be activated to work if you do make an edit for it. In fact, so if in fact we go over, let's go over to a Nitrado server and I'll quickly show you how to do that. See if we can log on. Here we go. So you go to the web interface of your server on Nitrado. You go to general settings and you scroll down and you're looking for, there we go, enable CFG gameplay. Where is it? Must be right near the bottom now. There it is. Enable CFG gameplay.json. So if you tick that, you save that, that means that the edits you make from CFG gameplay, which you get to by going to your file browser, going to DayZ missions, PS missions, or XP missions, or missions, into DayZ offline.Chernarus plus, and then you'll find CFG gameplay here. You can either edit it within the web browser, always recommend downloading it, making a backup, editing it locally, and then re-uploading is there, CFG gameplay, and then you'll have CFG weather will be there as well. So there we go. It's as easy as that to get this amazing snowstorm effect. Really, really cool. And I think Don and the guys, they did really well with the snow effect, didn't they? They really did. You know, okay, so it might not look as good as Sakhal or Namalsk, but you know, for a console server, this is definitely passable as snow, isn't it? I think, and I can't wait to see what happens when we get Sakhal and we get some different snowy textures, whether we can make a more convincing job of this. So there we go. Big thanks out to Wastelander for the file, for the weather file, and I hope you enjoy, and I hope you really enjoy update 1.26. And if you're thinking about whether Sakhal is going to be worth it, from what I've played of it so far, it may be a little bit overpriced. I think it's going to be about £25, isn't it? About $28, 28 euros. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good, and you are supporting the DayZ devs with that. Okay, that's enough from me. Hopefully you found these useful. All the links are in the description below this video, and I'll see you all again soon. Thank you.